Right, all done, it's a wrap. Any more cake? Empty cake. Celebratory cake is consumed. Celebratory champagne is consumed. We're coming on to another stage because they're doing some stuff with her, but we are gonna talk end of a dub. So we just finished our mix, and let me tell you, after a mix, it always feels a little like there's a little letdown. There is a little letdown. I like the lighting over here. We're gonna go over here. Because you spend this time with these wonderful people, right? And in this case, our wonderful filmmakers, our team, our music editor, our picture editor, post supervisor. We've gone through rounds of notes with the studio, right? And you reach a point when the champagne is being poured, the cake is being cut, to say, well done, that's a wrap. And there's a little bit of sadness, honestly. There's a little bit of, this was a lot of fun. Because you spend a lot of time with each other. And from lunches, we had sushi lunches, which is so nice. It's so nice of them. To conversations, you get to learn, especially when you're working with new people, you get to learn about them. People you've never worked with, but maybe your paths have crossed. It's so funny because the day before we started our final, we watched a movie, and our picture editor, was Bruce Almighty, right? He'd cut that, It's like we were just watching that. Oh my God. And so you get to be introduced to new friends, and you become close because you spend a lot. You're in the trenches, as we say. You're in the trenches making this film. But the feeling after we have watched, we've done our notes, we feel very confident, because we've gone through it many, many times. It's a real good feeling. I really hope that you get to feel that feeling, my friend, because the feeling of accomplishment, the feeling of togetherness, the familial relationships that you create and connect with. This industry runs on relationships, friend. It's everything, right? It's everything. I always preach it's who you know, but more importantly, who knows you. And are you on that list? Are you on that list that director remembers? I'm telling you, because this happens. It's real, my friend. It is real. People will create a list. People will know, either a mental list or literally a notes in their phone and say, I remember that person did this, and they were awesome. Or they were in a situation where there was some adversity, maybe some really trickiness, and they stepped up. I'm going to remember. And they will put your name down. I'm kidding you not. They'll put your name down. So are you on the list? You want to do everything you can do to be one of those people who gets remembered for the good things. Because let me tell you, we've all seen people who've been remembered for the bad things, right? For the bad reasons. Don't be that. Go above and beyond. Serve. Be from a place of service. We're customer service, friends. This is not McDonald's or Starbucks customer service. This is a whole nother level, but it is still the core of customer service. We're there to serve our filmmakers. We're not there to serve our ego. Now, yes, we do bring a slew of talents and creative input to our mixes. Yes, and they hire us, they trust us. Or in this case, when you're working with new people, they discover, oh, wow, this is awesome. You're awesome. This is great, right? And so we bring that to the table, to the mixing console. But in the end, it's always, does our client walk away with a wonderful experience? It's the same. There's no difference between customer service at a restaurant, customer service on a mixing stage. Yes, it's a completely different kind of service work, but we want our client to leave happy. And so at the end of a mix, they're always bittersweet because you have put in hours. We have done overtime. We have worked long days mentally, and you're glued, mentally exhausted because you're glued to the console all day long, and I like to use the restroom and stretch my legs every once in a while. But there's a lot that goes into getting through a mix, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, everything. Because sometimes you're just in it. You're in the trenches. You are going to sonic battle with our fellow sound crew. So what an awesome experience, and it's fun. I just don't see a lot of people talking about that emotional high that you have, because there's emotional highs, really, of finishing a project. If you're watching, you know when you're done with the project that you put so much effort into, and you feel confident and you're like so happy, you know that feeling, that exhilarating feeling of like, I was a part of that, and then you get to see your names on the credits. You know, you're like, yes, I was a part of that. It's a great feeling, and friend, I really do hope that you get to feel that feeling too. If you haven't yet, those of you who are already doing that, you know that feeling. You know, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Doesn't it feel good to always see your name in the credits? It never gets old to me, because it takes a village. It's a collaborative effort. It's not one single person. That's the evidence right there. The evidence is on the crawl, the end crawl, that it took all those people to create that experience. So thanks for taking a moment to reminisce here and just hear how it feels to wrap it up. So I hear my colleague calling me. I'm gonna go say goodbye to him, give him a good big hug, because that's what you do, you give hugs. All right, my friend, I'll see you in a video over here on the side or next week's episode.